Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NXT The Game Season 3, Episode 3. We are going to get straight into the action tonight. We have no pre-show matches, but let's get straight into the action. Alright, the camera rolls. Renee and choreographers welcome the fans to the show. We are in Puerto Rico tonight. In an extremely short match, Alexa Bliss defeats Becky Lynch in 4 minutes by pinfall after a distraction from Charlotte. Alexa Bliss and Murphy are a good pairing. So, as you recall, Becky Lynch and Charlotte began their feud. The Woo! Puns storyline has advanced with this segment. Charlotte costing Becky Lynch the match after Becky Lynch got the victory over Charlotte not too long ago in Season 3. And they will be feuding for a little while. So, this was just a victory to get Alexa Bliss a victory. You know, she's been really progressing, actually. When she haven't been using her, she'd be in development, and she's really been, progressing, and Becky Lynch is awesome as fucking usual, so. Sorry for the swearing. Alright. But we hear Candice LeRae screaming from the backstage for help, help, as Bayley is laid out cold in the back with her NXT Women's Championship thrown about to her side. Bayley legit looks out cold, barely coming to as paramedics and referees surround her. All the while, Candice is helping her sit up. Bayley appears to have been attacked, but who and why? So Bayley attacked backstage by who? We're not quite sure. Now, in a match that features some good action but not in much way of heat, James Storm defeats Ty 10. Dillinger in 8 minutes by pinfall with the Eye of the Storm. James Styles, Southern Styles, the leader here, gets the victory over returning Ty Dillinger to NXT. Well, not returning. He just wasn't used very much in Season 2 other than putting people over, and that's exactly what he does here tonight with James Storm going over. Alright, now we get a hype package on Finn Balor beating Neville last week, and Finn Balor promising, showing, and talking about how he's a man on a mission. How things are going to change in Season 3 for Finn Balor. We see that next week, William Regal also will have an announcement to be made on NXT. We come back to ring, and the Young Bucks, Matt and Jackson are on the microphone, and they're not usually on the microphone, and we see this is a horrible writing. Matt Jackson, so per Regal, he says, as if we came to the middle of the conversation, if you and Zach Mojo get your asses out here, we can prove it the last time that you beat us with a fluke. It was embarrassing that you beat us, and we want a rematch. The fans chant for the Hype Bros randomly. Nick Jackson, come on, Hype Bros, get your asses out here. As the Hype Bros theme hits, we appear to be getting a free match. The Young Bucks are acting far more frustrated than they have ever before. And a match that has some good action and average heat, the Hype Bros again out of nowhere defeat the Young Bucks when Zack Ryder defeats Matt Jackson by a quick cradle via pinfall. The Hype Bros again getting a victory over the Balor Club's Young Bucks, Nick and Matt Jackson. The fans in Puerto Rico are going crazy as the Hype Bros are hyping up the crowd. Shut up, Scott Hall. All right. We get a shot backstage of American Alpha, Jason Jordan and Chad Gable walking in the back, hyping themselves up and walking towards the ring with their NXT Tag Team Championships. They will face the New Day coming up. Now another video package. Next week on NXT, we are reminded that we are going to see the return of NXT Heavyweight Champion Sami Zayn and the return of NXT Women's Champion Bayley taking on Manifest Destinies, Kevin Owens, and Charlotte. This will be Sami Zayn's first time in the ring in Season 2. Bayley, will she be able to make it? We'll have to find out. But, they'll be facing Kevin Owens and Charlotte for the first ever intergender match here at NXT. But who attacked Bayley? We're not quite sure. Also, next week on NXT, we are going to get The Miz and Enzo Amore meeting in the middle of the ring, face to face. What are they going to say? We're not quite sure. Now, and about that featured great action and average heat, American Alpha defeats the New Day in 18 minutes when Chad Gable and excuse me. And about that featured great action and average heat, American Alpha defeats the New Day in 18 minutes when Chad Gable defeats Big E by pinfall with the Alpha. American Alpha make the 8th defense of their NXT Tag Team Championships. So this was a big victory here for American Alpha. They made their 8th title defense. They're closing in on a year. They have been absolutely fantastic. We now fade to end the show as we see Candice LeRae in the back with Bayley again, checking on her with the doctors. Who did this? Who attacked Bayley? We're not quite sure. Lost its popularity in 11 regions. Fantastic. Whatever. I didn't mean to be booked in Puerto Rico, but we're in Puerto Rico, the Clásico Hector Sola Bazares, in front of 8,000 people. As always in Puerto Rico, the language barrier sucks, and it usually leads to shows with lost popularity. But either way, this was NXT The Game, Season 3, Episode 3. We'll have one more show, then we'll have we have NXT next week, and then we'll have the 2-night NXT Cruiserweight tournament that will be featured over 2 days, and that will be absolutely fun. I've never done a 2-day tournament before, but we're going to go ahead and attempt to do so. And I got some surprise entrants for you guys, and I think it'll be super fun. I can talk about the brackets next show. Either way, this was NXT The Game, Season 3, Episode 3. Thanks for watching.